That's right.
6/8 is the best time signature.
6/8, yes.
6/8. Yeah.
Are we all in agreement there? 6/8 is the best time signature. Right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. My favourite.
Harry's quiet.
I like me some 4/4 myself, but
4/4. Okay. It's all right.
6/8 just doesn't groove as much.
You like chocolate hobnobs, so I mean,
Yeah.
It's not even, can't even validate your 4/4.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. I'd love to have a conversation about time signatures one day and get proper nerdy about
Tell you what, I thought I'd get loads of downloads that episode.
That's,
right. Maybe we don't do
top
that.
content.
Yeah.
That's top content.
Top content. 6/8 or 12/8? Oh my God, here we go.
Biscuits.
6/8 versus hobnob biscuits. Which do you prefer?
6/8 all day long.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Anyway,
That's an interesting start.
Sorry, Harry. You can introduce the podcast now.
start now. Let's start now.
Episode 68 of the Count Us In podcast. Welcome all. Episode 68, we could say.
Yeah.
Welcome. My name is Harry Sermon, and always joined by Jamie Joyner.
Good evening. Good evening.
And Matt Lacey.
Good evening. Hi, everyone. How are you?
We're back. We're a bit tired. We're a bit sleepy.
Hanging in there.
It's been a busy couple of weeks for all of us. We've got a few fun things, I think, to discuss this evening, the eve before you hear this.
It's basically live at this point.
It's
really,
basically live at this point. Yeah. One day we'll do it live. But yeah, thank you to everyone for firstly all the listens and feedbacks and comments and all that sort of stuff on the last couple of episodes. We obviously talked about the drum show and had a little bit of a debrief. And I think it's fair to say have all been recovering a little bit from that, even though it kind of feels like it was months ago. But we've all been hard at work, gigging, teaching, recording, and so on. So we'll get into some of that goodness today. But let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into what's new. We need a theme song for what's new of some kind.
Yeah, a jingle.
A little jingle.
Yeah, like a little, I don't know, like a little bell hit or something like that.
Yeah, we've all got loads of time on our hands. I'm sure some of we could all write
Record
those.
our rides maybe, and just like a little bell.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Guess which ride it is.
Definitely the light ride.
Yeah, it will be the light ride. So something's new. Nothing's new with me, and it probably won't be for a long time. So
you've got a bunch of new YouTube videos out though.
A couple of new YouTube
talk about
videos.
those,
Yeah. Content is new.
Yeah,
that's been fun. What about you, Jay? Have you got anything new and shiny?
I'm just trying to think. You caught me off guard. I haven't even thought.
didn't you have hasn't a new symbol turned up?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that has turned up.
I mean, I second guess that every episode, to be honest.
It does feel like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a new crash symbol. I'm just gonna come straight out of it. Yeah. And
you tally that up across the year. Every time one of us says
do that. Let's not do that. But yeah. So I have a new crash symbol, kind of off the back of the drum show, I guess. Kind of checking it out at the show, and I really wanted a crash symbol that cut through a little bit more, just a little bit more explosive. I did try the Crash of Doom, which has been lovely. I really loved it as a symbol, but it just wasn't quite cutting through in the way that I wanted. So I kind of love the Crash of Doom, and we'll keep that still and use that lots, but wanted something just a little bit bigger. So yeah, I've now got a 20-inch cluster crash, K cluster crash, which I believe you've got one as well. Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, I'm beginning to see them on a few more kits at the moment. They're becoming increasingly popular. It's hitting the spot. I haven't gigged it yet. I've been teaching with it though, and that's been super fun, and sort of jamming on it in between lessons, and so loving it. I haven't got a gig, I don't think, until Boxing Day now, so I'm kind of tapped out of gigs for a bit, and then I'm looking forward to that, where I can take it for its first spin.
What a gig to debut it on, though. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Cool.
Every song, just every bar, Cluster crash, cluster
Yeah.
crash.
Is that the cluster thing? That's with the clumps of the hammering just in 4 places.
Yes.
Is that a thing, a prototype thing? Is that a Stanton Moore thing or a Klaus Hessler thing? Was it one of their? I don't think it is.
No, I think you might be thinking of the lunar crash that Stanton Moore did, which has got like the big like craters.
Yes, of course.
Which is more like a sort of pang type symbol.
Yeah,
The cluster hammering, the group of 4 is from the Renaissance ride. The Adam Nussbaum, I think.
Oh yeah, Adam Nussbaum.
I think he created that with Zildjian. But the cluster hammering, I don't know. I don't think there's a specific pattern to the
it's
crash
like
one.
or like little dents, and then
Yeah.
kind of like in 4 places, I think, around the symbol.
Yeah.
So it definitely. I was comparing it with a friend of mine. They have a cluster as well, but they look almost identical, same size and everything like that, but sound not very different. But you can tell the difference between the two.
Yeah.
And I think that's literally just from where they've hammered the little clusters. So yeah,
Great symbol then.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
really good.
Love it so far.
Really, really good.
Great. So yeah, that's my something new.
Nice. Matt, what about you?
I got because I was recording with Montgomery Slacks. Let's talk about that in a bit. But I finally got around to switching up the bass heads on my Premier XPK 20-inch kick. So I've got rid of the Super Kick 2, which was my head originally of choice, and I've aligned it. I've gone to Evans with everything else I've used now. So I put an EMAD 2 on the batter. And that's the one, for those that don't know, it's got the interchangeable foam ring, so you can have it without the foam.
What's the difference between an EMAD and an EMAD 2?
EMAD 2 is 2-ply.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like an Ambassador or an Emperor like version.
Is that how that would translate into Remo language?
Yes, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was just asking, is that Evans language?
Yeah.
I don't speak Evans.
No. So it's EMAD. Externally, there's someone shouting at their listening device now. External muffling, something, whatever.
Aided device.
Aided device, yeah. Whatever. But yeah, it's great. I've tried it. Dampening. Yeah.
And dampening or something.
And dampening, yeah. So I've tried it with the smaller ring in it, and I've tried it and for the recording, and then I put the slightly heavier ring on it for a live gig, a gig I did with my rock band. And that's great, but I bought that in a pair, so I bought the matched front Rezo head, which is just all black, shiny gloss black, because I've got a black kit. It looks great. Yeah. It's super clean. It's got a 4-inch offset mic port, but the mic port itself has got its own little foam ring around it as well. So that just takes a little bit of the overtone off the front head as well. So it's a slightly thicker, heavier sound. I tend to crank my front heads quite high. I always have done, really.
Yeah.
And I don't have the back heads the bat head that floppy, actually. They're mid-tuned, really.
Wow.
I tend to have the kick do the work rather than trying to let more tone out of the head as such. So I put that on, and it's a 2-pack, so it works out cheaper actually to buy it as a 2-pack set. Shout out to Graham Russell Drums, who I got that from. We'll tag them if Graham would like to sponsor the podcast. They're more than welcome. And they literally delivered. I ordered it at 3 p.m. or no, 1:30. Delivered it at 12:30, 1:30, and it turned up by 2 o'clock the next day.
Wow.
And it's probably the best price I could find as well. And I thought, I'm gonna have to. It comes with a little Evans adhesive. Is it the flam pad or whatever?
Flam pad, yeah.
So I put that on as well, and I use a wood beater, so there's plenty of attack with it. And they sound really great, really nice. Just nice to have them on fresh. And it's that kind of thing with the old head. It was like sounded fine. There was no kind of I don't like the sound, but I'm like, this has been on quite a while, and if it lets go, I'm knackered. It was just like that had a flam pad on it. The other kick pad. Head. So right, let's just change it up. I've got a studio session coming up. It's a good time, a good excuse to kind of clean them down, get new heads on, and do that. And that's got gone really well. Really enjoying them. Nothing else new, I don't think, since then. But actually, off the back of putting the heads on, I got a DM from a guy, Andy M Drums. If you're listening, I think he listens quite a lot. I think he rated us in his top 3 podcasts. So thanks, Andy, for that.
Honoured.
Thanks, Andy.
We were in with Mike and Eddie's podcast and the Drum Social podcast. We were in
great.
top 3.
Oh,
He didn't
great
say whether
company.
we were first, second, or third. But, so thanks for that, and thanks for listening, mate. And he's messaged me a few times about that stuff. And he asked me a question about whether I had a Catalina. He couldn't remember which one of us had got Catalinas. I said, I think we all have now. I think we've all got Catalinas.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
And he was asking about bass drum head choice. So maybe this is like the first little discussion topic we'll talk about. So I explained on my Catalina, which is 18-inch kick, I've got the fibre skin Remo, the Power Stroke 3 fibre skin looking type one, which I think is really nice. But I didn't know what you guys use on yours, whether you're twin ply, single ply, and again, you're in Remo world, so I don't really know the secret codes that Remo use. But what you use, what you choose to use, do you have a front ported head? I've got a complete front head on my Gretsch kit because I'm after more of a vintage sound with it. And I use a felt ribbon strap across the front head.
So we're talking reso heads rather than batters.
Well, I mean, what combinations do you use really? What do you have on your batters and what do you have on resos? And what have you found works for different applications? Do you have a porthole or kick port or what do you do? Yeah, you both got 20s, haven't you? 20-inch.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've got 2. I've got the club. I think is that your one as well? You've got the club, right? The 18-inch one.
Mine's a club. Yeah. 18, 12, 14. Yeah.
So I've got the 20, the regular maple Catalina, and then I've also got the club one as well, the 18-inch. So I've got
cool. Right, you got 2.
Yeah. I got the one in matte black, and then the club is the marine pearl, the white marine pearl.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
The little jazzer,
yeah.
It was intended to be jazzy, but I've kind of ended up taking it more out of convenience than anything else on quite a few functions and stuff, and it's actually pulled its weight really, really well.
I did the same.
Or quite literally, the weight has not been there in a good way. I've been well, I can. There was a couple of gigs, just practically I had to have the dog in the back. And normally it's a nightmare if I have to drop my dog at my parents' if I'm staying overnight or somewhere else. I have a car full of drums, and she's rattling around in the car with me and my drums. But with the 18-inch, I can just she gets to go in the back, and I can just fit it all in the back seat, and I got loads of room. It's just this minimal setup. So I've been using it on the last few gigs quite a lot, and I've in terms of the bass drum heads, I put a coated SMT, which is the Remo equivalent of the EMAD on that.
Oh, right.
On the 18-inch. The front is the reso head, I think, because I picked it up. It's just I don't know what it is, this Gretsch coated head. I'm assuming it's some sort of ambassador type thing with quite a large porthole with a chrome. I don't know what you'd call it, the
ring.
Kind of ring. Yeah, ring. He's how tired I am. Yeah. Probably tell. Chrome ring.
It's been a long day.
And it's just slightly off center on that. And the SMT, I'd seen a few people starting to post about it online and just raving about it, and I was I really want to try it because I think they're quite new for Remo, and I figured I could either take the dampening ring out, crank it up nice and high if I wanted to kind of have the more jazzy stuff, which I have done in some in practice rooms and so on, or I can keep the ring in, loosen it off a little bit, and then just kind of get a nice punch out of it. Yeah, and it's been sounding so good. My typical rig on a function or whatever would be to have the EAD10 mostly for my ears, but can kind of go through front of house a little bit, and then like a kick mic in the kick port. And it just the last few gigs I've been on with that kit, it's been sounding like notably better than my 20-inch Catalina, and I've been like really enjoying this. Like as for that particular musical setting, I was like, yeah, this is really nice. And yeah, a couple of band members like turning around, be like, your kick sounds well nice, and I'm like, I think this is to do with the head and just kind of I'm like stuffing it full of like blankets and stuff now as well, just kind of real punchy. So yeah, that's what I got on the small one. I'm using that more and more. And on the 20-inch, I've got the Power Stroke 3 like fiber skin like you on yours, Matt, but on the 20, and I cut out the pothole myself, I think 4 inches as well. Cut that out myself using the little O cutter thing, and that went really well. Really like that. And then on the front, the batter head is, I think it's just a clear Ambassador. I've never changed it. It kind of was on the kit, and it's the one head on the whole kit I haven't yet changed. I'm probably going to change it to a SMT 20-inch coated, just because I love it. So
you
much.
like them, yeah.
I really like them, and I just
are those single?
Anyway,
sorry, Joe. Those SMTs, are they single ply coated?
I think they're double.
Right, okay.
I reckon it might be double. I'll have a little look.
Yeah, I'll double check. Yeah, I can't remember.
Someone flagged down a Google.
Yeah,
have a little look. See,
because your EMAD, it's a
clear
and a 2-ply. Yeah.
So you can get them as ambassadors or emperors, coated and clear. So the choice is yours.
Oh, what have I got then? I might have an ambassador actually. I think if I went for any, I don't know if I would have gone for emperor.
So is ambassador single ply?
Ambassador single ply, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So I'd probably go again. Whatever one I've got, which I think
go again.
I'll probably go again on the 20. But I don't know. I'd be interested to see, maybe off the back of this conversation, I'll be kind of other options out there. But I don't know. In terms of batter heads for the kick drum, I've not experimented with an awful lot. So
the thing is, it's quite expensive to experiment.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. It's the most expensive head to replace on the entire kit. By a long way. And
well, I've spent over for that pair was just over £100.
Yeah.
You kind of like these need to last a long time. It's not like maybe try the single ply coated or because you try that do that again.
It should be lasting years. You should should be getting like 3, 4, 5 years out of your kick head. And you kind of change after a while because you maybe just want a different sound. You're looking for something. Different,
Yeah.
I would say. Like the same with like reso heads on toms, like they should be lasting years,
Yeah, and I guess I don't know how often you guys change the snare head, the
reso,
the snare side.
I don't
think
very
often.
I mean, I've got my Bluebird's still got the same reso head on it from 2018.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I changed the
I don't know. I assume it's I was going to say assume it's a Remo, but I don't think it is because it's British Drum Company. So I don't know what they were using back then.
I changed
my code.
I changed my 13 one because it came off of the head came off of the metal ring, so it just wasn't glued in anymore. So I just couldn't get any tension without it just sort of separating. So there was nothing wrong with the head. It was clearly just probably like a manufacturing defect of, glue had dried up or whatever,
Yeah. What you're running on your bass and your kicks, Harry?
Both of on my Gretsch has always been a Power Stroke 3, which is like a double ply head with sort of like light muffling internally, not like an EMAD where the foam rings on the outside.
Yeah.
There's sort of like the little seal on the inside. But yeah, that's the same on my Sonar kit that is sort of in a bit of a repair shop. I've had a Power Stroke 3 on that for years, probably 10, 12 years. And when I got the Gretsch, obviously I had same as you, I had the stock Ambassador clear head that was great.
Yeah, it does the job.
It's absolutely fine. and then I put a clear Power Stroke 3 on it, actually, which I'd never done before. I just kind of liked the attack, and really liked that for a long time. And then, yes, just after a while, it's just like I just miss the warmth of a coated head.
Yeah.
So got that. I started with like the standard, Gretsch white head, cut a hole in it.
Yeah.
All good. And then I got the fiber skin with the Gretsch logo, which I put the put the sort of decal on. And then I didn't want to porthole it. I wanted to keep it, but I wanted the porthole sound. So I kind of switched back to my other one, and then I further down the line got another fiber skin ambassador and put that, and then I've got a porthole on that. So I've got basically the same batter head with the same decal. Just one of them's got a hole and the other has not. So fairly simple, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just got like a pillow in it that's sort of folded in half. Got a whole lot of dampening. I've got a little felt strip as well. But yeah, it's always sounds marvelous. One of my guys that I play with was like, he was just constantly like staring at the kick, like in between the songs, like just like really confused. And I was like,
that's weird, isn't it?
I was like, Ollie, what's up? Like, he was just like, I can't understand how there's not a microphone near your bass drum, but it sounds like a perfectly EQ'd bass drum. I was just like, I mean, it sounds like a kick drum to me. I wouldn't say it sounds like a perfectly EQ'd one, but and he was like, I was like, maybe it's the room. He's like, no, it's not, because it's the drum. I can hear the drum. I'm not hearing the drum and the room. He was like, it just sounds great. I was like,
that's nice when you got people who like know what they're talking about. They have a reaction like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played my 20-inch. People have got the sound guy went. He just, can you just kick it? And he went, oh, that sounds mega.
Yeah.
Because it's 16. It's 20 by 16.
Yeah.
Not 14, and it's that extra, gives you that extra. He's like, oh, that sounds mega. That does. I said, yeah, not bad for 1994. So and it's a popular shell. It's not like some Babinga 8-ply exotic thing. It's good old Premier drum shop. Winston factory poplar, but it still sounds mega.
As a side note, that as I was looking at we've probably talked about this like ages and ages ago, probably last year, looking at kits, and that's what puts me off about getting a Renown kit. Is so many, like, that is just a standard 20 by 16. They don't do a 20 by 14. There's something I'm not a big fan of 20 by 16s. That extra length, I don't like these long bass drums. I've always like the 22 I've got is a 22 by 14, which is by far my favorite 22 size. It's just so good.
Yeah, interesting. Not interesting story, but actually, I've been eyeing up kits, and I want to go to a 22 because I've never played one in earnest forever. And all the kits I've looked at stock come with a 22 by 16. I'm like, I don't want a 22 16. I want a 22 by 14.
Yeah.
I don't want that extra time off that, off the front head to back
14th
to the back.
depth. It's just perfect for just that quick fat
so
attack
is that
sound.
both your kits, Harry, are by 14?
Yeah. Both bass drums.
And, Catalina.
20 and a 22, both 20 by 14. Yeah, 22 by 14.
So
magic.
So thank you, Andy, for asking. And I did say we might generate a conversation, but just to clarify, you guys have got Power Stroke 3s on your, or you got
Jay's
SMT.
got the SMT, yeah, which I think I would probably go for. I would probably consider maybe in the next year or so. I think I'd be into that because I played it at the drum show. I played yours, and they do sound great. The EMAD is a great drum head. It sounds so so satisfying.
That's what tipped me over the edge, is because when I knew that they were, because I've played EMADs at various gigs and in churches and things, and every time I've done it, I've been like, oh, this sounds really nice. And knowing like Remo didn't really have anything the equivalent. And then when they brought it out, and then I started seeing a few drummers going, oh, these are really good.
Yeah.
I'm going to at least try it. And then I was like, got the 18-inch. And now I'm like, I'm pretty sold. So
I did play a 22 in a rehearsal space. It was good rehearsal space with a decent kit. And it had a single ply coated head on it. And I was like, I don't know whether it was a 16 or 14 actually, but I thought, that feels great. It was a bit more of the Bonham vibe, which just suited the room and suited what I was playing on the day. But I'm like, maybe I want to go single ply.
I also had that thought. Yeah, I was like, I'll either go full dampening, like perfectly EQ'd sound, or try and get it out of an ambassador, because I bet that feels great on the bass drum.
Yeah.
Like a low-tuned ambassador on the bass drum would feel amazing, I reckon.
Yeah.
It feels so
Good enough
good.
for John.
With a 22-inch, do you have to? I don't know. I haven't played that many, but do you have to adjust the bass drum beater a little bit?
You want to send it up a little bit higher, yeah.
Set it up a little bit higher. I don't know if you guys do that if you play a 22.
You could if you have the impact patch, you could just put that a little bit lower, but you'd want to try and hit.
Yeah, because I was
central
thinking
in the drum,
it would
for sure.
sound.
Well, it's
not as good.
interesting.
I don't know.
It's interesting because I've always been of the school. I've never played my beater in the center of the drum.
Oh,
I've always been slightly slightly higher. So on my 18, because I've got not enough throw on the beater, the back of the beater rod can catch on the head because I don't have the step up thing.
Oh yeah.
So I
tend the step up thing.
I don't have a step up on it. So I
prefer that personally.
I play it slightly higher than center. But yeah, on my 20, it is probably a little bit. I've always had a thing about not being plumb in the middle of the drum because you don't want it to kind of, if you're burying the beater, if it's bang in the middle, it's this thing where I think, well, it's somewhere I heard it many years ago.
Yeah,
it kind of neutralizes a lot of, because it's perfect. It's like when you do a flat flam unison.
Yeah.
You kind of get that if you hit bang in the center.
Out of phase.
Yeah. So I just play it slightly off center. So the tension on the head is not equal top to bottom, left to right, for example.
I mean, I'm pretty convinced that I wouldn't be able to get a, kind of flam patch or whatever, like dead center anyway. So I'm probably all right. I've definitely sort of like gone to change the head and been like, I've been playing this off center the whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize,
Funny enough,
it's a bit easier than you think, I'd say, to kind of do it. It's not,
I put the flam patch on this new head, but I had to. The OCD in me wanted to put the flam patch right in the middle. But because of the offset on the 5,000 pedal to where the beater arm is, it's like, if I've got the pedal bang in the center of the hoop at the bottom, the beater's not banging the center because it's not perfectly aligned.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I think that's what I've had, is where like it's the clamp on the pedal is right in the center, but if the pedal itself is slightly offset, then obviously your kick patch and everything is really like slightly out.
So I thought, well, I can come left a bit, but then that's not in the middle, and it kind of straining the hoop. Then you know what I mean. So it was anyway. So now I've got the flam patch as close to center as I can, but I'm not hitting the flam patch in the middle because they're slightly offset. But anyway,
bass
these
drums.
things keep us entertained, don't they?
Who knew? All this science just for one note.
For one note,
very important. Note.
For two quarter notes a bar, maybe.
Yeah.
At most. So anyway, I don't know whether we did answer your question, Andy, or if you gave you our perspective on what we all use, but it sounds to me like the SMT sounds like a good call if you're a Remo man, which is the EMAD equivalent, or maybe just a good old-fashioned PS3 on it, and that sounds like it would be cool. But how deep's your bass drum? What you're running on the front head, if anything, complete head, porthole. It's all up for debate, I guess, really. But that's what we use, and we like what we use, and there we go. How can I segue? So, talking of 22x14 bass drums, I was at. Should we talk about Odyssey Camp?
Yeah. We mentioned it enough on the podcast, I think.
So I was at Odyssey Camp, was it 3 weeks ago? Probably wasn't, actually. Yeah. One of the tutors on the tutors on Odyssey Camp this year down in Bristol, run by AJ Roussel, friend of the show, AJ Roussel, were Isaac Yamba, who is just genius behind the kit. Russ Piner, who's a snare drummer he's a Royal Marines drum corps instructor. He's like really quite good. And Ian Matthews from Kasabian, who had a lovely, it wasn't Blue Sparkle, but a lovely blue Gretsch kit there. And it had a 22x14 kick. And I said, nice. 22x14? He went, yeah. I says, that's the size to have. And he was like all in on 22x14.
Yeah.
And he had a great kit. And he said, it's just like, this is my like small gig knockabout kit. It was 22, 12 and 14. It might be 12 and 16 now, 12 and 14. Yeah. Sounded great. I don't think it was a Renown. I might be wrong. yeah, it was great. So I've got the 18-inch and the 16 and stuff at home, but really good. But a great 2 days was had at the Odyssey Camp this year. I've not brought up my little trophy for the visual listeners.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
trophy.
forget that
Yeah.
you're doing that now. It's like an award for how many times you've been, isn't it?
Yeah, 5 years for me. 5 years on the bounce. Missed the first 3 and then went and then just go. And it's been down at second year at BIM in Bristol. Shout out to BIM for letting AJ use that place. Great facility, really good. And it was nice to meet some, because the tutors are new every year. It always brings new people who may be a follower of a particular drummer and want to be in the room. So a nice mix of some new people to meet and say hello to and chat with, as well as some old favourites. Mark Mayers was there. Mark Stokes were there. They've both got the 8 years not out. They've done all 8. Yeah.
Crazy.
Ed was there from the Other Man, drum bass. Ed was there as well. Who else was there? Mel, who I've met on there before. Rosie, she was there, met her there previously before. Farron was there, met him previously before, and we had a good chat about stuff. So loads of familiar faces. Most importantly, Eleanor was there and she brought down Kylo. So the Labrador was there, Kylo. So that he was the meet and greet of the weekend. But some great sessions. So rather than me just wax lyrical, guys, any particular questions about it or anything you've been thinking about, or you rather me just blabbering?
Yeah, I'm interested to see how you found how different all of the tutors were. Obviously you got Ian Matthews bringing all this stuff in the Kasabian world, and well, I mean, I know he does loads of other stuff, but that's kind of like what he's known for, I guess. Then Isaac Yama doing much more of the kind of Latin style melodic playing, and I'm assuming like crazy like 4-way coordination and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and then you've got Russ doing the marching stuff. And there's 3 completely different like sides of things. And did you have a favorite? Did you was there stuff that you were just like, oh, this isn't for me, but it's interesting? You find like all of that, you know?
Well, I mean, it was all for me. It's all for me because I started as a marching drummer. So for a lot of people, they're like, not marching drums or snare drum work, but that's what I did when that was my first gig. Wasn't a gig. I was like 14, 12, I joined the Boys Brigade at 11. I started on bass drum, marching bass drum. Bass drum.
Are those going to be like ones that are like
right in front of you
in the middle?
And you got beater like bum bum. You're walking exactly right. And it's boring as you are the metronome for the you just play your quarter notes for half an hour. It's great. Sometimes you use your left hand if you want, but no. So and then within 2 years I was snare drummer, so I was snare drum. We were kind of national open champions like 3 years on the trot, or 3 out of 4 years.
So you've got like a national like award in snare
drum playing. Yeah. But weirdly, cool. It's not like, I don't know all 40 rudiments inside out. I can't play them left-handed at 200 BPM. It's not. It wasn't back in the day. It wasn't so. Okay. People think about drum corps like blitzing, patafla-flas, whatever. It wasn't like that back in those days. That was for me, and it was lovely to chat with him. I posted a video of me playing his made to look antique but new march drum. So all up for that. So Russ gave us lots of stuff about how he does warm-ups, how he switches from hand to hand, how they write their music out. He'd actually produced a guide, so a rudiment guide for people joining the Royal Marines Band who maybe have not joined already playing the drums. They don't have people who are drummers join the Royal Marines. They have people join the Royal Marines who want to play a drum. So they have to teach them from scratch, single stroke, double stroke, paradiddle. And there was no way of guiding people through that. So he built like the field manual of, at level 1, you need to be able to play singles, doubles, paradiddles, whatever, 7-stroke roll, 5-stroke roll at 56 BPM, 72 BPM, 88 B, and he's put together a color coded chart, level 1 to level 9,
Cool.
level 9 being the really complex stuff at quite fast tempos.
Yeah.
To give everyone a guide of, this is what you've got to work through. So he showed us that. And for the visuals listeners, he also gave us the Royal Marines School of Music drum rudiments. So we got a full, so that's the said book. So
how does that differ from, say, the official 40 rudiments?
Well, they don't use the 40. I think they talk, because the marching stuff comes more from kind of Swiss influence. And people talk about, the French invented this. And well, actually, no, it goes back a lot further than that. So they talk about the key 26 rudiments being the original.
26.
The original, yeah. And then that got Americanized into 40.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of history about it. And the way the Swiss hold their drumsticks. So the right hand, again, sorry for the vision, they won't put their thumb on the stick. Like, they literally hold it like that. Like they're holding a hammer for the people at home listening, not watching. They will play their right hand like that on the drum. And so it went through loads of warm-ups where it's like, it's just that, but it's just one note's a bit weird, and because you've never done it before, it's so unfamiliar, So that was really great. We did lots of stuff with Ian Matthews on like just warm-ups on subdivision pyramids, but with left foot playing as well. So it became a coordination exercise. And he talks about category 1 and category 2. How many singles do you play before you play doubles? Do you play 2 singles, 4 singles, 6 singles? How many doubles do you play? And really just giving you like a guidance. So look, you can take one concept, orchestrate it on the kit, and it's like limitless amounts of fill potential and how you go through that. So that was really great stuff. And he'd written a lot. We got I think it's the most books I brought home from an Odyssey camp. It was like 4 books, 3 books at least from
Loads
Odyssey
of
camp.
content.
Yeah, loads of content. Isaac actually got 1 page in the main book and then his whole separate book.
Wow.
that I'm just looking at it now, has got how many pages? 27 pages in Isaac's book.
Cool.
Yeah. So I mean, there's loads of stuff in it.
Yeah. 4 hours of lessons.
Keep you going.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on page 1, and it's. But
crazy.
Isaac, so Ian was very aware that Isaac's there, and he'd written a lot of stuff on foot ostinatos. He's like, well, Isaac's going to do foot ostinatos with you. But then Isaac really focused on a very simple concept, playing different, a group of 4 notes, 16th notes, but he calls them 1, 2, 3, 4. Mm-hmm. And there's 14 different combinations of accents, or not playing, playing all 4 notes, but playing an accent, 2 accents, 3 accents, and mixing up those 4 groups in any order, 1 to 14, or pick 4 and play any of them in any order. And that's the fundamentals of applying that to any fill in the Latin jazz world, or any accent pattern, or a clave, or whatever it was. And then day 2, we talked about, he says, I mean, the crux of the matter he talks about is, everyone talks about time signatures. Oh, we started the episode with 6/8, whatever, is it 7/8? Is it in 9/16s, 5/4? Doesn't matter. Forget the numbers. Think about the melody. And everything was melody driven. And he asked me to play a thing, and then we used that as a kickoff point for, well, how could you count that? Doesn't matter. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter how you count it. The melody's the melody. So he really talked about thinking and listening, which I love from a jazz perspective, because it's all melody driven for me. So yeah, a really busy, hectic, you know, you get back to your hotel room on the Saturday. And what, that's Saturday done. That was quick.
Well, I remember having a little. You left us a voice note or whatever, and you were like, oh, "I'm just here on my pad," and you were still going. You were like, doing a bunch of pad stuff before going out for drinks. I was like,
I literally came back to the room and right, I need to get that in my head before it falls out the other side.
How were you by the last session? Like, I remember, I think Harry would agree. Like the last Sunday session, just being completely brain fried, like being completely.
It was
so
much.
So much, and then they're like, right, get up and play this like pyramid over this crazy foot ostinato, and just keep doing it.
Yeah, I think I actually came off the decaf that weekend and went back on caffeine. Yeah, it was okay. I think so. What's changed a little bit the last couple of years, and I think for that reason, actually, as well as anything else. So the last session, or the sessions on day 2, are an hour and a half rather than 2 hours. Mm-hmm. So by the end of the day, actually, then he has a Q&A with all 3 instructors. So great. everyone gathers together for like the last hour and a bit of the day, gets more drink, another fresh air, whatever. Then he has a Q&A and talks to the 3 instructors together. And that kind of, with everyone in the room together, rounds off the event, which is better than having an extra half an hour with every one of the tutors and being fried at 6 o'clock, coming back into the room. Thanks for coming, everyone. See you later. Yeah. And then you're like, what am I going to do now? I've got to drive home. My eyes are on stalks, you know. So it does actually take the right. So it's 2 hours per session on the Saturday, an hour and a half per session on the Sunday, and then you're kind of back in the main room for 5 o'clock to finish at 6. And nice. We had a great talk this year. So there's always an industry guy come in this year and every year. And this year it was Dino from Protection Racket. Yeah. So it's nice to connect with him again and say hi. And he did a chat about how Protection Racket started, and great raffle. I won a bit of Evan's stuff in the raffle. So, you know, happy days. So, really good. I think there was only 1 space available this year because someone said they had to pull out quite last minute. And I've already asked AJ for the dates for next year, which are not yet confirmed. But,
I was going to say, like, I feel like you don't want to break your streak now. Like,
no.
You've got 8. And,
so close to 10.
You've just got to keep doing it because otherwise, you know, it's all for nothing.
I feel like I'm committed now. I'm all in and I can't get out of it.
Yeah.
And the amount of FOMO by not being there.
Yeah, I do get that quite often.
But I would say the one thing, you know, when I came to the first camp, I was coming to the first camp because originally, and you guys remember this because you were there, it was going to be Mike Johnston. And because I was a fan of Mike and he was going to do weirdly, I kind of knew AJ a bit and I followed him. Oh, it's that guy AJ and Mike's. And then MJ had to pull out because of the COVID thing. But I was still going to go, and Mike Dolbear did it, and Kaz Rodriguez came in as well. And then, I'm going to come next year because then it will be Mike. But what I realised is actually, whether I know the drummers or know of their playing or know of their stuff anyway, you know, you should be out there and like embracing that. Just because you've not heard of a drummer, there's going to be so much you're going to... So I've gone every year not really knowing. I mean, great example last year was Chris Turner. Yeah. Absolute double bass drum, like so precise monster. And I'm like, wow, yeah, but I play doom, ding, 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 you know. But the left foot independent stuff I got from him, which I'm applying to my jazz and my rock playing, you know, it's all applicable. So now it's like, you know, I didn't know a couple of the other people that have been there on other times, and you like didn't know. Oh, look them up, you know. And it's like it's all good stuff, you know. And
I think similar at the drum show as well, when you sort of stumble into a room and you see someone playing, you're like, oh yeah, I've heard that name before, and you actually get to see him. You're like, oh, I can, you know. Suddenly you're getting stuff from someone that you maybe didn't know or didn't expect you would might even have gone to see otherwise. So
100%, 100% on that.
But sorry, I don't want to waffle on about it too much, but it was a brief overview of it. But no, all great tutors. AJ's done another sterling job.
as always.
I'm sure I'll listen to this at some
Yeah.
point tomorrow on the way to a gig, or well done on the way back from some. But yeah, I got books from, and then there was then the Odyssey Camp drum camp book as well. So you get one of those
Sweet.
every year. This got all of the notes. So this is all the warm up exercises we got from Russ Piner. So it's written on 2 staves, right hand above the line, left hand below the line, because there's no feet.
Interesting. Yeah.
And then loads of stuff from Ian, just
Nice.
pages and pages of stuff to try. And really good. And then 27 pages from Isaac Yamper to work through. So really good. Really good.
Ah, great. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Another successful year.
Yeah.
And looking forward to the next one. Yeah.
It's that time of year, isn't it? So it's going to be like, I don't know if it's going to clash. Is it clash with Drum Show next year? I don't know. It's always very close. So.
Yeah, I think it'll be 1 week. I think it'll be similar. I think it's going to be on concurrent weekends, but I think AJ's still trying to confirm a little bit about venue availability and tutor availability. And now the Drum Show dates have been defined. He knows what he's working to.
That has a bit of an influence on it.
Yeah.
And it also, I think, to some extent, probably influences who he's able to get for the camp as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's in the
Yeah,
country and who's not, and to do with all of the sponsors and whatnot.
Yeah. I have told him that the 3 of us are available.
Absolutely.
Run by us.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Ticket sale plummet.
So
People are
we'll
paying
see.
not to come.
That's keep my money. I'm not. So I think we should probably wrap up now, guys, in a little bit. But I think we probably just worth mentioning, because in the run up. So where are we now? 13th of November. 14th. This comes out tomorrow. We're running into Christmas now. It's like the Christmas. I hate to say it, but we're like
C word.
So, if you guys, we are all quite busy over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So we should probably just tee the listeners up for what's probably happening with when we're recording next, and who's doing what, and what we've got is how busy we are in the run up to Christmas. So, sorry to kind of just throw that into conversation, but I know we talked about kind of teeing people up, didn't we? So, I've got I'm not gigging massively because I don't do the kind of corporate tea party band.
Anyone is at this time of year?
No, but in the run up to Christmas, I've not got anything. I've got a couple, one between Christmas and New Year. I've got a couple this weekend, a couple next week, and then I'm kind of fairly steady actually. But you guys are running around a bit, aren't you?
Well, Jay more than I am. He's going to the other side of the world again.
I'd kind of forgotten that's happening next weekend. I've been so focused on going back and forth between.
Yes,
then
Jay's got his festive trip to China again.
Yeah, I'll spend. I'll come back just before Christmas, like 20th end or something like that. So,
are you over there? Is it 2 weeks this time or
4 weeks?
4 weeks.
Yeah,
in China.
Same as last year.
China. Great. Yeah. So you won't be around after next weekend for 4 weeks.
That's correct. Yeah. So I remember.
Happy Christmas anyway.
Say all of wish everyone a happy Christmas beforehand. But no, I remember last year like sitting having my noodles for breakfast and just listening to you guys who had done while I'd been away. So it might have to be a similar situation again this year.
International drumming travel, Jay, fair play.
Drumming traveller.
Drums
will travel, as they say.
Yeah, and Harry, you've kind of, I don't think you're leaving the country, are you? But you've got...
not that I know of, no.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
No.
He's done all that this year. He did that.
Yeah, I've done enough travelling for 1 year for me. Gigs, again, not, sadly not massively busy. I don't think anyone is really. I think I've got 3 or 4 before now and the end of the year. But it's just like other things like a wedding, a best friend's wedding next weekend, and just sort of other little bits, wrapping up with work concerts and so on. So I think the next episode everyone hears, I won't be on it because I think you're recording it on my birthday or around my birthday or something like that, which is why I'm not available.
Yeah. That's right. It's because we didn't get invited to your party, so we're doing an episode.
We're left at home doing the recording.
Yeah. You did, but you're busy. But it's all
Yeah,
good.
that's right. Yeah. For the record. Yeah.
For the record. And then I think, is it the one or two after that? It will be the opposite, where it will just be me and Matt, or is it just one? I can't remember.
I think
Yeah.
it depends, but yeah, it might be. I know we often take a week off as well around Christmas, New Year time.
yeah.
So there will be a little.
So-
There will be a bit of it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
it
we'll
might
put
be-
out some socials posts and all that
Yeah.
good stuff, and kind of keep people updated.
So we do, and we are kind of committed to getting an episode out every other Friday and try and stay consistent. And because we know people look forward to when they come out and they're going to gigs or traveling wherever they are, and so they like it when it drops on the Friday. So we will keep them up, but it might be we'll be a man down one way or another.
Yeah.
I'll still be here because I've got nothing better to do. But
You just do it, Matt.
yeah.
Solo pod.
No one wants to listen to me. I mean, I think I've spoken quite enough on this episode as it is. Practically a one-man show as it was, sadly.
It is
Can I
AI a
apologise?
thing now. You could just AI us there.
Yeah.
Yeah, could
I'm sure
do.
that's probably possible.
Probably.
What happens if that gets more listeners, though? That's the problem.
So, yeah, well,
Well, yeah, you don't need us then.
crack on.
All my AI guide says is, I've bought a new symbol.
yeah.
That's it. And the other
K-Light
guy,
ride.
Harry's
K-Light
one
ride.
is,
Well, that-
I love Steve Jordan.
Yeah.
Well, then my mom would say, God knows. But that's an episode in itself. What would our AI version
Yeah.
say if we weren't here?
Interesting.
There's an episode for the
We
future.
probably don't really want to know, do we?
No, I don't want to think about that.
Not if they make more sense than we do. As you can tell, listeners, it's been a long couple of weeks. It's very tired. We are wrapping up literally
put you out of your
6
misery.
hours before this goes live.
But yeah, the schedule will look a little bit different.
Yeah,
but,
we'll get
there'll-
something out, but we don't
yeah.
know who will be on what.
There will be a bit of a break over the Christmas time, but we'll keep keep people updated.
Thanks again. Yeah, we will keep you updated. Thanks everyone for listening, and we will leave you to your evening or your Fridays wherever you are listening to this.
Happy gigging.
The gigging wherever you're doing. Please check us out on Instagram at Countersynth Podcast. That'd be awesome. Share this episode or one of your favourites. I had a quick look. I think episode 41, Weighing Up a Gig, is massively spiked. It's got loads of listeners to that one. So go back through the archive, pick out a couple of titles you think they like the look of, have a listen, share them with people. Just spread the word. That'd be great. If you want to send us £3 to support what we're doing and help us with our time and the effort that goes into it and all of the outlay we have for this, you can do at buymeacoffee.com/Countersynth Podcast. Thank you very much for that. This episode will be out the following week on the 21st on YouTube for the visual listeners.
Damn visual listeners.
That's going on a t-shirt, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'll stop talking now. Goodbye.
The end.
Love it.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.